Are you or someone you love living with kidney problems? Here's something most people don't realize, that not all vegetables are your friend when your kidneys are struggling. In fact, some of the so-called healthy veggies can actually do more harm than good. Kidney patients need to watch their potassium, phosphorus, and sodium intake like a hawk. And unfortunately, many common vegetables are loaded with these elements. In today's video, we'll reveal the 4 best vegetables you should be eating and the 6 dangerous ones you should avoid at all costs. And yes, this is all backed by real science and renal nutrition experts. If you're serious about protecting your kidneys and living a better life, stay with us till the end. This might just change the way you look at your plate forever. Before we dive deeper, let's quickly understand why managing these nutrients, potassium, phosphorus, sodium, and oxalates, is so crucial if you have kidney issues. Let's start with potassium. It's an important mineral that helps your muscles move and your heart beat properly. But here's the problem. When your kidneys aren't functioning well, they can't filter out the extra potassium from your blood. And when too much builds up, it can lead to hyperkalemia, a condition that can cause dangerous heart rhythms or even a heart attack. So keeping potassium in balance isn't just helpful, it's life-saving. Next up is phosphorus. This mineral is usually handled quietly by your kidneys, but when they're weakened, phosphorus levels rise. That can weaken your bones, making them brittle, and can even lead to calcification in your heart and blood vessels, which is far more serious than it sounds. You may not feel it immediately, but over time it puts your entire body at risk. Then there's sodium, or salt. For people with healthy kidneys, excess salt can be flushed out, but for kidney patients, it causes fluid to build up, leading to swelling, high blood pressure, and extra strain on the kidneys. It's like adding weight to an already struggling machine, so reducing salt gives your kidneys a break. And finally, oxalates. These are compounds found in some greens and vegetables. In sensitive individuals, especially those with kidney problems, oxalates can combine with calcium and form kidney stones, which are painful, difficult to pass, and can damage the kidneys even further. Now let's talk about the good guys first, the vegetables that actually help your kidneys instead of hurting them. 1. Cauliflower, your new best friend. First up is cauliflower. And trust me, this one's a powerhouse. Cauliflower is naturally low in both potassium and phosphorus, which is exactly what kidney patients need to watch out for. It's also packed with fiber, vitamin C, and folate, nutrients that help your body detox gently, reduce inflammation, and support immune function. What's more, cauliflower is a perfect swap for starchy vegetables like potatoes, which are loaded with potassium. Want something creamy and comforting? Try mashed cauliflower instead of mashed potatoes. It roasts beautifully, blends into hearty soups, and can even be turned into a low-carb rice alternative. 2. Red bell peppers, the colorful anti-inflammatory hero. Not only do they add beautiful color to your plate, but they also bring a ton of health benefits. These sweet, crunchy veggies are super low in potassium, making them ideal for those managing kidney function, and they're loaded with vitamins A, C, and B6. Even better, red peppers contain antioxidants like lycopene, which help reduce inflammation and protect your cells from oxidative stress, both critical when your kidneys are under pressure. You can enjoy them raw in salads, roasted for a sweet and smoky flavor, added into stir-fries, or even used as a colorful pizza topping. They're like little health bombs in every bite. 3. Cabbage. Simple, cheap, and seriously powerful. You might not think much of cabbage at first glance, but this humble vegetable is a hidden gem for kidney health. Whether it's green cabbage or the more delicate Savoy variety, it's naturally low in potassium and phosphorus and high in fiber, vitamin C, and vitamin K. Cabbage is also known for its cancer-fighting compounds, especially sulforaphane. a powerful phytochemical that supports detox and reduces cellular damage. The best part? It's incredibly affordable and versatile. You can steam it, stir-fry it with garlic and onions, toss it into a soup, or make a fresh coleslaw with a low-sodium dressing. Delicious, filling, and kidney-friendly. It checks all the boxes. 4. Garlic and onions, the flavor heroes without the salt. Now, let's talk about garlic and onions. When you're told to cut down on salt, which is a must for kidney patients, these two become your go-to flavor boosters. They bring depth, aroma, and richness to your meals without a single grain of sodium. But flavor aside, garlic and onions come packed with anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and heart protective compounds. That's a big deal because kidney disease often goes hand in hand with heart disease. Use them minced into sauces, marinades, soups, or sautéed with your favorite veggies. Not only will your food taste better, but your kidneys and heart will thank you for it. Now that we've explored the veggies that are great for kidney health, it's time to talk about the other side of the plate. The vegetables that might look healthy on the surface, but could actually harm your kidneys if you're not careful. 1. Potatoes and sweet potatoes. Let's start with one of the biggest surprises. Potatoes and sweet potatoes. Yes, they're comfort food. Yes, they're delicious, but they're also very high in potassium. A medium-sized one can contain anywhere from 600 to 900 milligrams. Now here's the thing. Some people try to reduce the potassium by leaching. That means soaking and boiling the potatoes. But even then, the levels may still be too high, especially if you already have reduced kidney function. Without guidance from a dietitian, these tubers can be a risky choice. For many kidney patients, it's simply safer to switch to low potassium substitutes like cauliflower or turnips. 2. Tomatoes and tomato products. Next up, tomatoes and anything made from them, ketchup, pasta sauce, even canned diced tomatoes. They might be heart healthy and loaded with antioxidants like lycopene, but for kidneys, not so friendly. Just 1 cup of tomato sauce can have anywhere between 700 to 900 milligrams of potassium. And if it's canned, there's usually a heavy dose of sodium in there too. A double blow for kidneys that struggle to regulate both. A smart swap? Try a homemade sauce using red bell peppers, which give that rich flavor without all the potassium. 3. Avocados. Avocados are often praised as a superfood, and in many ways they are. They contain healthy fats, fiber, and essential nutrients. But here's the catch. They're also extremely rich in potassium. 1 medium avocado can pack nearly 690 milligrams. For someone with healthy kidneys, that's not an issue. But if your kidneys are impaired, they can't properly remove excess potassium from the blood. This can lead to a dangerous condition called hyperkalemia, which can affect your heart rhythm and overall health. So, as good as guacamole sounds, it's best to skip it or keep it to a very small portion if you're managing CKD. 4. Spinach, Swiss chard, and beet greens. The leafy green trap. Now let's talk about those vibrant leafy greens like spinach, Swiss chard, and beet greens. They seem like the kind of food you should be eating more of, right? Well, unfortunately, these greens are loaded with potassium and also oxalates, which can increase your risk of kidney stones. If you're someone prone to stones or struggling with high potassium levels, these might not be your friends. In fact, a cup of cooked spinach can contain over 800 milligrams of potassium. That's way more than what's safe for most people on a kidney-friendly diet. So while these greens are nutrient-rich, for kidney patients they're best limited or swapped out for safer greens like arugula or butter lettuce. 5. Pickles, olives, Brussels sprouts, rhubarb, and canned veggies. This next group is a mixed bag, but they all have something in common. They bring more harm than good for the kidneys. Let's begin with pickles and olives. These may be small, but they're usually soaked in salt-heavy brine, making them extremely high in sodium. Excess sodium raises blood pressure, increases fluid retention, and puts even more stress on your kidneys. If you already have CKD, eating these regularly is like adding fuel to the fire. Now, Brussels sprouts and rhubarb might seem like healthy, fibrous choices, but they're not kidney-friendly for everyone. They contain moderate to high potassium, and in the case of rhubarb, oxalates too, again increasing the risk of kidney stones and buildup of minerals that your body can't properly filter out. And then there's the issue with canned vegetables. Even if the veggies themselves aren't too bad, most canned versions are preserved with tons of added salt. That sodium sneaks in and causes fluid buildup, swelling, and increased blood pressure, all things that worsen kidney disease. Stick to fresh or frozen vegetables that have no added salt, and always check those nutrition labels. Now, let's talk about some simple but powerful tips that can make a real difference without taking the joy out of eating. First, when it comes to cooking your vegetables, try steaming or boiling them in plain water, especially the ones that are higher in potassium, like potatoes. Boiling can actually help pull some of that excess potassium out of the veggie and into the water. Just remember to drain and rinse them well afterward, and always keep the added salt to a minimum. You'd be surprised how much of a difference that makes. Instead of reaching for the salt shaker, try building flavor with herbs and aromatics. Ingredients like garlic, onions, fennel, and even peppery greens like arugula can make your food taste amazing without adding stress to your kidneys. These little flavor boosters not only help your heart, but they also bring out the natural taste of your meals. Also, think about rotating your vegetables. Don't just eat the same ones every day. Mix it up by including kidney-friendly choices like cauliflower, cabbage, and red bell peppers more often. These low-potassium, low-phosphorus veggies give you plenty of vitamins and fiber without the extra strain on your system. And finally, keep an eye on your hydration and meal timing, especially if you're on dialysis. Too much fluid can be a problem, but so can too little. So it's all about balance. Try pairing your veggies with low-protein sides if your doctor or dietitian recommends it, and always follow their advice closely. They know your numbers better than anyone else. Also, work closely with your nephrologist or renal dietitian. They can adjust your food choices based on your blood tests, your stage of chronic kidney disease or dialysis needs, helping you nourish your body without overloading your kidneys. Please subscribe, like, and share this video, and remember to turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of our content. Thanks for watching.